Who's Reggae News here? You should hear this if you're a reggae fan. From the iconic voice of Bob Marley to the soulful energy of Toots Hibbert and Winston Rodney's powerful messages, reggae legends have shown that the genre goes far beyond stereotypes. Whether leading bands or breaking ground as solo acts, these artists shaped reggae history into a global phenomenon. So we pay tribute to voices that made reggae a showcase for the best reggae singers of all time. Welcome to part 1, from iconic Bob Marley, whose Natural Mystic still resonates worldwide. There's the image, pinned to numerous walls. His songs spoke to the world not only of love, but of struggle and redemption. Bob's role as the prophet took reggae to places it had never been heard. Bob's unique status as the first global reggae superstar coming from the so-called Third World. What's often forgotten about Bob Marley is the versatility of his voice, being one of the best reggae singers of all time. Bob Marley mastered every style of Jamaican music from the early 60s until his passing in 1981. Starting as a ska sensation with the Wailers, he brought silky soul and rocksteady hits that were romantic, cheeky, and politically charged. Marley fused gospel, folk, and funk, proving that a Jamaican voice could reach every corner of the world. His unique, powerful voice made his beliefs resonate globally, captivating listeners from jamming to Natural Mystic. Marley's unmatched legacy and soul-deep connection to music cement him as one of reggae's greatest next. Winston Rodney, the legendary voice of Burning Spear, is reggae's true roots ambassador. He may not have flashy vocal theatrics or love ballads, but every word he sings carries deep purpose and heart. For nearly 50 years, Rodney's hauntingly powerful voice has championed Rastafari and Garveyite beliefs, captivating listeners with raw commitment and passion. From gentle tones to a heartfelt wail, he remains a pillar of Jamaican music, rooted, involved, and utterly mesmerizing next. Toots Hibbert, the legendary voice of the Maytals, is reggae's soulful heartbeat. A blend of folk soul and gospel, Toots' voice captures every element of Jamaican life, from joyous celebrations to heartfelt struggles, with hits like 5446 That's My Number, Monkey Man, and Pressure Drop. Toots brought reggae to the global stage. From ska beginnings with Studio One to the classic funky Kingston era, his timeless sound and dynamic stage presence define him as a living legend. Next, Bunny Ruggs. Clark of First Class Third World was one of reggae's biggest 70s and 80s crossover successes, scoring with a cover of OJ's Now That We've Found Love, Try Jar Love, and Cool Meditation, mixing roots, US disco funk, and throbbing dub in one handy package. They were regarded as uptown, more than ghetto, and somewhat smooth, doing more than their fair share in dispensing the reggae prescription, particularly in the Americas. So, it's perhaps surprising many critics failed to notice lead singer Bunny Ruggs as one of the best reggae singers of the era. Bunny could have fronted any US R&B act to great acclaim. Instead, he delivered Third World's reggae material to perfection. His beautiful voice is found on some of reggae's biggest hits, like Now That We Found Love of the late 70s, even if many fans didn't know his name, Next. Delroy Wilson, the cool operator of reggae, began recording at just 13, but truly found his voice by 1966 with hits like Dancing Mood and Impossible. His 1969 Good All Over album showcased his maturity and influence on Jamaican music with masterful phrasing. Wilson's string of hits spanned rocksteady through the 70s, with timeless tracks like Cool Operator and a silky cover of Marley's I'm Still Waiting, cementing his place as one of reggae's greatest next. Ken Booth, known as Mr. Rocksteady, became a reggae legend with his soulful, powerful voice. Rising to fame in the late 60s, he delivered rocksteady classics like The Girl I Left Behind and Moving Away. Booth's soulful sound earned him UK chart success in the 70s with hits like Everything I Own. Despite shifts in reggae trends, he stayed true to his roots with tracks like Artibella. After years of belated recognition, Booth remains one of reggae's most respected voices. Now onto Janet Kay brought warmth and soul to the lovers rock scene in the 70s and 80s. Known for her sweet high-register voice, she became one of reggae's most beloved female vocalists. Her chart-topping hit, Silly Games, produced by Dennis Bovell, remains a peak lovers rock classic, showcasing her unmatched vocal range. Hits like You Bring the Sun Out further cemented her status blending reggae with soulful melodies. Kay's influence helped shape a genre that offered romance and soul during reggae's roots era next. Frankie Paul, Mr. Prolific. In the early 80s, as dancehall took over Jamaican music, many reggae singers struggled, but Frankie Paul stood out. Born blind, Frankie showcased his talent from age 15, evolving a Stevie Wonder-inspired voice into a versatile reggae icon. With hits like Worries in the Dance, Pass the Tush and Peng, and Shoe Bean, Frankie dominated the scene, releasing over 30 singles in 1987 alone. His unique style even shined with producer King Jammy crafting digital rocksteady gems like Sarah and I Know the Score. Though a Motown deal never happened, his impact was undeniable. Frankie Paul continued recording through the 90s and stayed strong despite health challenges in the 2010s, before becoming an ancestor in 2017 next. Dawn Penn, the comeback queen, broke down barriers in a male-dominated industry. The reggae's music scene often hasn't given women their due, but Dawn Penn rose above it all. Starting as a talented teenager, she recorded hits like Long Day Short Night and To Sir With Love before creating the iconic No 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 You Don't Love Me in 1966, a reggae classic with her soulful, youthful voice at its core. After limited success through the 60s, Dawn left music and Jamaica. Then in the 90s she made a stunning comeback, remaking her hit No No No. The new version became the reggae hit of 1994, cementing her place as one of reggae's greatest voices. Since then, Dawn brought Jamaican vibes to the stages of UK Glastonbury next. Bunny Wailer, The Blackheart Man. After Bob Marley's passing in 1981, fans speculated who might take his crown. One contender, Bunny Wailer, Marley's ally from the Wailers' early days. But Bunny, aka Neville Livingston, never sought to replace Bob. He had already earned his legendary status. In the early 80s, Bunny gave us classics like Sings the Wailers, revitalising their tunes for a new era, rock and groove bridging roots, and dancehall. Bunny had led the Wailers' journey since the 60s, fronting rocksteady gems like Let Him Go and Sunday Morning, leaving after their landmark Catch a Fire and Burning albums in 1973. His Solomonic label delivered spiritual roots reggae hits, including Blackheart Man, 1976, a Rasta reggae masterpiece. Bunny's powerful albums like Protest, Struggle and Dub Disco collections kept fans in awe, while collaborations with Sly and Robbie and the Roots Radics brought hits like Sings the Wailers and Rock and Groove. He even ventured into electro and rap, producing Marsha Griffith's smash Electric Boogie. With timeless works like Rule Dance Hall and Liberation, Bunny won 3 Grammy Awards and Jamaica's Order of Merit, 2016. Though his recording slowed after 2009, Bunny remains a true reggae legend. There's only ever one Bunny Wailer. Okay peoples, we've reached the end of part 1 of the 10 best reggae singers of all time. Thanks for watching. You are welcome to join us again soon. If you enjoyed this video, like, share and spread the reggae vibes to keep this rich music alive for generations. Also, remember to subscribe and select notifications so you won't miss part 2 of the best reggae singers of all time. Stay tuned, stay irie, help keep reggae alive. Soon come, till again.